You're not competing with the low-cost, low-value clipboard auditors, let's call them. You're offering a premium service that justifies a premium price. 8 benefits of Investment Grade Energy Auditor IGEA certification. So are you tired of energy audits that don't get acted on? If you've been in the energy field for more than a couple of months, you've seen it. The energy audit that's really just a checklist. The report that promises savings but never gets implemented. The client who's skeptical because they've been burned before or they just don't know what they're getting. You've put in the hours, you've crunched the numbers, you hand over a great report, and then nothing happens. The lights keep burning on when they shouldn't be, the HVAC keeps running when it shouldn't be, and the building just keeps leaking energy and money. And meanwhile, you're left wondering, what's the point of all this work if it never results in change? This is the pain point that every serious energy efficiency advisor feels. Frustration of seeing good ideas die and not get implemented. The grind of competing with other, let's call them clipboard auditors, who undercut you on price but can't deliver real results. If you're tired of just being another name in the pile, it's time to do something differently. The Investment Grade Energy Auditor IGEA certification isn't just another badge. It's built to be something that actually switches the circuits and improves your ability to provide trustworthy advice and ultimately drive real measurable energy savings that enhance your credibility and earning power. So in this video, I want to identify 8 benefits of going through the IGEA Investment Grade Energy Auditor Training Program and becoming IGEA certified, and why they matter for your career, your clients, in the future of energy efficiency. And I just want to give you a hint. I think the 8th benefit is one of the best. So, benefit number 1, enhance credibility. Become the auditor that decision makers trust. In this industry, trust is everything. Facility managers, CFOs, and building owners have seen too many audits that overpromise and underdeliver. They're skeptical, and with good reason. Go through a training and assessment program accurately quantifying the benefits and costs. The certification, which will be to undertake and test your ability to conduct a rigorous investment grade audits that can be trusted on. And believe me, when you submit that audit, you'll be really scrutinized over the accuracy of your estimated savings and benefits. With the IGA, you're not just following a checklist. You're applying a systematic process to identify many energy savings opportunities, not just 2 or 3 or 4, but many, and how to quantify them. You're going to learn how to collect the right data, how to calculate savings accurately, and present findings in a way that gets buy-in from every stakeholder. You're assessed on your ability to back up recommendations, not with assumptions, but with real data. When you show up with IGA credentials, you've been through one of the most rigorous certification processes that exists for energy auditors, if not the most rigorous. Think about the last time you tried to push a project through and hit a wall of skepticism. With the IGEA, you have greater credibility to break through that wall. You're not just selling a report, you're selling confidence, you're selling trust. Increased energy earning potential is number 2, the ability to command higher fees in bigger projects. Clients ultimately pay for results, not reports. As an IGEA certified professional, you're equipped or you've been trained to deliver investment grade energy audits that are more likely, because of the level of detail that's gone into them, to unlock capital, qualify incentives, and drive real savings. That means that you're able to command higher fees, win bigger projects, and move up the value chain. It's for those who are genuinely serious about taking action to reduce their energy consumption. If you're tired of racing to the bottom on price, this is your way out. To deliver great work, and you'll become the go-to expert for projects that matter, and you'll get paid accordingly. The IGA training is all about equipping you with a deep understanding of the fundamentals that you can use to build on and build that expertise. The IGA training is not going to teach you everything, but it is really focused on helping you really grasp those fundamentals that so many energy auditors just don't get. Let's put this in perspective. Imagine you're building on a retrofit for a 50,000 square metre or 500,000 square foot commercial building. That's a large building. The client has seen dozens of proposals, but yours stands out because you're IGEA certified. And then you can show them case studies where your audits have led to real verified savings that were in line with your estimates in the energy audit. You can then walk them through your process step by step and explain how you deliver not just recommendations, but results. Suddenly you're not just another bidder, you're becoming the trusted advisor. And that's worth a lot more than a race to the bottom fee-based approach. Third benefit is comprehensive knowledge and mastering the full audit process, mastering the fundamentals. Many certifications teach you the basics. Now, the basics and fundamentals are incredibly important. What sets the IGEA training apart is the depth of focus on the fundamentals. I believe it's the longest, most comprehensive energy auditor certification training actually available. And that's not to say that you learn everything. In actual fact, far from it. But it does aim to condense several years' experience into several months through highly structured and intense training. Or energy manager training is focused on the technologies, such as HVAC, lighting. The IGA covers this too, but it also teaches you, in addition to that, a systematic process to apply at any site to unearth savings opportunities that most auditors would miss, and has a very strong focus on you engaging effectively with the energy user in a way that the advice gets implemented. Let's get specific. Let's say you're auditing a manufacturing plant. The easy wins, improved lighting, installation of pipes, tweaks to the controls are already done. But with IGA training, you know how to dig deeper. You spot a process heat recovery opportunity that cuts gas consumption by 15%. You identify another controls upgrade that shaves 10% off peak demand. You model the savings, quantify the risks, and present a package that the Chief Financial Officer can't ignore. That's the difference between, say, a quick walkthrough and a true investment grade energy audit. Now, another benefit is you're standing out in a sea of certified auditors. The energy efficiency market is unfortunately flooded with certifications that don't mean much. Facility managers and procurement teams, I believe, are getting savvier between a paper credential and real expertise. The IGEA certification is increasingly being recognised by industry leaders, utilities, and major clients as the gold standard for investment grade training. I need to say this as well. The IGA training is more comprehensive than anything out there, I believe, but there's still a lot to learn. I need to keep emphasising this. Just because you have the certification, and I'm listing you advantages now, giving you advantages now of getting the certification, but it's still just a start. When you put the IGA logo on your business card, you're signaling, however, that you're not just another energy consultant, that you've been trained at a more intense level, you've had more feedback, and that therefore you should be able to deliver results that stand up to financial and technical due diligence. Now, in requests for proposals and competitive bids, this could be the edge that gets you shortlisted and wins you the work. You're not just in the game, you're one of the people leading it. So just picture this. A client is reviewing proposals for a multi-million-dollar energy retrofit. They see a stack of resumes with generic certifications, and then they see yours, IGA certified, with a track record of projects that actually got implemented. You're not just another name in the pile. You're the one they call when they really want results, not just reports. Improved client satisfaction is another benefit. When your audits actually get implemented, you're going to end up with more satisfied clients. And here's the dirty secret of the industry. I don't know if it's so much of a secret, but it's certainly dirty. Most energy audits actually never get implemented. And why? There's many reasons for this, but one that is often understated is simply that the advice provided doesn't look trustworthy. Perhaps the recommendations are too generic, or it looks too good to be true, or there are clear mistakes. Possibly the client actually didn't need an energy audit, but some other form of advice would have been much more useful. As an IGEA certified auditor, you're trained to start off by really understanding what the client's needs are and drivers, and to then tailor your offering to align with that. From the start, you're very client focused. And you're providing advice, you're always focused on getting the client to implement. You're also trained to provide site-specific recommendations that have clear savings, costs, and risk analysis undertaken. So you learn how to engage stakeholders, address objections, and build trust through the process. The result should be that more of your projects will get funded, built, and savings verified. Clients end up saving real savings, not just promises. They end up getting energy savings, not just reports that don't get acted on. This leads to high satisfaction, more referrals, and long-term relationships. In a business built on trust, that's everything. So let's look at a real-world example where you audit a hospital with a history of failed projects. You bring the IGA approach, rigorous data collection, strong client engagement, risk-adjusted savings projections. You present a phased implementation plan, and also, in addition to the investment grade energy audit, you have a measurement and verification plan developed. The board approves the project. The upgrades get built, and the hospital sees a 20% reduction in energy costs that have been verified. Suddenly, you're not just a consultant, you're a hero, and that's how you build a reputation that lasts. Okay, so another benefit of IGA certification is always being relevant and never outdated. Now, the energy efficiency landscape is changing. New technologies, evolving regulations, and shifting utility incentives mean that what worked last year, what worked a couple of years ago, may not work today. But the fundamentals, which many energy auditors don't really understand, remain the same. The IGA has got a huge section just on the vapor compression refrigeration cycle simply because most energy auditors don't really understand it. The IGA certification is designed to keep you always relevant with its fundamentals first focus. No matter what the technology, applying the fundamentals first approach taught in the IGA means that you'll be on target in presenting a wide range of savings measures with costs and benefits carefully estimated so as to not overpromise and underdeliver. Then, of course, another benefit is that you're making a real impact, not just a living. Let's zoom out. At the end of the day, energy efficiency isn't just about saving money, it's about reducing greenhouse gas emissions, improving resilience and building a more sustainable future. As an IGA certified professional, you're not just helping clients cut costs, you're helping them meet their sustainability goals, comply with greenhouse gas regulations, and make a measurable impact on the environment. Every project you deliver is a step towards lower carbon, a more efficient world. And if you want your work to matter, if you want to leave a legacy, this is how you do it. You're not just another consultant. You view yourself as being a catalyst for real lasting change, and you view yourself as being someone who's highly trustworthy. To be trustworthy, you've got to know your stuff, and you've got to deliver results. And the results need to be what you state they'll be. So imagine being able to point to a portfolio of projects that don't just save money, but have cut thousands of tons of carbon dioxide, improved indoor air quality, and made buildings more resilient to grid disruptions. That's the kind of impact that goes beyond the payback. It's incredibly satisfying, and it's the kind of work that matters. Finally, number 8, failure is not final. And I've deliberately saved this for last, as I think it's a key differentiator of the IGEA training and certification. Most training and certifications programs give you one shot at passing. You do the training and you sit an intense exam. You either pass or fail, and that's it. The IGA certification process is a little different. It's based on the premise that feedback is a great teacher. The IGA certification allows you to attempt the quizzes at the end of each lesson as many times as you like, drawing from a pool of questions. And each time you fail a question, you can click on it and find out what you got wrong. And then the final examinations, of which there are 2, really stand out. You're given a lot of feedback on your submissions. Most people actually fail the first time, as we've got a really high standard that we try to set. But that's part of the learning process. And then you're allowed to resubmit a second time for no extra charge. And this, I think, is one of the key differentiators of the IGA. We push our students to be better. We provide feedback to them so that they know how to improve. We don't just want to issue credentials, and I've actually got this on a writing board, written on my whiteboard. I don't want to be in the business of issuing credentials. I want to be in the business of training people who are genuinely good at delivering investment-grade energy audits. So I'm really interested in helping each student individually develop the skills they need to provide investment-grade advice. And I'll push back. I'll say, no, you didn't get that right. You didn't get that right. You need to improve here. And that's essential feedback. So do you want to take the step that sets you apart? If you're ready to stop wasting your hard work go to waste, if you want to be the energy auditor whose projects get implemented, whose clients come back to you, and whose impact is real, and if you want to get personalized feedback as you learn, it's time to take the next step. The Investment Grade Energy Auditor certification is your ticket to high credibility, better projects, and a career that actually makes a difference. You can even start now by taking some lessons for free. See the link below and visit the Sustainability Education Academy to learn more and see how you can get certified. Don't settle for being just another name in the crowd. Become the auditor who makes a difference. Now, if you found this video useful, please subscribe to our channel and learn more strategies for energy efficiency professionals. Also, put in your questions in the comments and we'll look for them and try to answer them. Thanks for watching and see you next time.